Good morning. I'm Nathan Edwards.
And I'm Melina Brown. Alex is off. Here are 3 quick stories to get your day started. Get ready for some pet-friendly fun in Springfield. For First Friday this week, you can head out to the Dog Days of Summer from 5 to 8 p.m.
Yeah, dogs are so spoiled. Like, look at this.
I mean, this also sounds yoga, music, wet your whiskers, pet groomer, some treats.
Yeah.
This is awesome. To be a dog.
Yeah, my dog could use some anxiety meds, maybe. That make him real happy.
Maybe give him more affection and love.
Oh, trust me. No. Okay, that dog, Cooper, gets plenty. He's just fine. And if you've got some singing chops, mark your calendar. Virtual American Idol auditions for Ohio are September 9th. And Melina, once upon a time, auditioned for American Idol.
Oh my gosh. It was over 10 years ago, and it was at Disney because they had American Idol auditions at Disney, and my mom was like, do it. And I was like,
How bad was it?
They said that I just needed a little work.
That's a nice way of saying don't come back. Sorry.
Anyways, happy 12th birthday to Patience the Sloth. The Boonshoff Museum of Discovery gave her a special treat to celebrate.
You know, for being a slow animal, the tongue moves pretty quick.
Yeah, she wants her treats. Dang
She's
it.
like, give me that. What do you think the donut's actually made out of?
I don't know, but that's definitely carrots and celery on there. Maybe some oats or something?
Oh, yes. Wow. You should have been a zookeeper.
Leave me alone.
I'm proud of you. We now want to give you a live look over the Miami Valley thanks to Skycam. It is Labor Day, which means most of you at home, well, aren't working.
Yeah, must be nice.
Yeah.
We're sure many of you are looking to get a head start on the holiday activities, and the weather is an important part of that. So, Nick, give us the good news.
What if I have bad news to share? What if I'm sitting over here saying it's going to snow and be 30 degrees? I'm just saying that could happen, you know. As for this morning, we are 5 to 10 degrees. We're cooler, but not that cool. In fact, it's upper 50s to low 60s. We are going to be basically spending the day for the vast majority in the 70s. Now, it will take a little bit to get there. At 9 a.m., obviously, you have the Kettering Parade at that time. It is going to be in the mid 60s, but there is the 5K before. Could be actually good running weather with somewhere between upper 50s and low 60s at that time period. By 1 p.m., though, it's mid 70s. Mid to upper 70s at 5 p.m. Frankly, this is going to be a sunny day overall, and one that I'm looking forward to getting outside and enjoying with the dog, or perhaps maybe just doing something by myself. On the roads this morning, so far so quiet, no major tops or concerns. Seems to be moving smoothly as you head out the door.
Can we please get an ambulance? We got multiple people shot right here on Gettysburg. I don't know the address. It's on Gettysburg. This man has been shot. Please call the police. Please hurry up.
You just heard the 911 call from a shooting Sunday morning in Dayton. Officers were called around 5:30 here at the 1100 block of North Gettysburg. The sergeant on duty said 4 people showed up at Miami Valley Hospital with injuries, and according to dispatch, they drove themselves to the hospital. The extent of those injuries, how they were hurt, and if the suspects in custody is still unknown. As soon as we learn anything new, we'll update you both on air and online at Dayton247now.com.
Police are now investigating a robbery at a McDonald's in Xenia. It happened Saturday night on North Detroit Street. Authorities say the suspect was armed with a gun and demanded employees open the safe. When employees couldn't get it open, the suspect ran. With the help of the Greene County SWAT, all suspects are now in custody. Charges are expected to be filed tomorrow.
The Centerville Police Department warning traffic on Main Street near Benham's Grove is going to look a little different this week. Now all northbound travel is being directed to the center lane to install a gas line in the lanes and resurface the road. This will start tomorrow and continue through Thursday.
September is National Preparedness Month. The Ohio Emergency Management Agency says it's a great time to take a minute and make sure you're ready for severe weather, natural disasters, and other hazards. The agency recommends building an emergency kit or updating the one you have. Know where to get emergency communications, have a plan if power goes out, and be aware of any potential weather risks in your area.
The Troll Pub in Dayton is ready to kick off Bengals season Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. There's going to be a special happy hour. During Open and Orange, you can buy the orange shirt. All proceeds will go to the free store.
The Fever is at home to take on the Los Angeles Sparks Wednesday at 7. Don't miss this historic Fever season on MyTV Dayton.
Catch the Fever right here.
For a limited time, Subway just dropped the price of every footlong in the app to $6.99. Wait, Subway did what? $6.99 footlongs? Yep, says right here, $6.99 for any footlong. Get this deal in the Subway app now before it's too late.
Coming up this week on Family Feud.
Ham sandwich. Good on.
Tonight at 7 and 7:30 on ABC 22.
Well, temperatures this morning are significantly cooler. We're right now mid-upper 50s and low 60s. Frankly, this is a period where it is going to be below average both today and tomorrow, especially early on in the mornings. That's probably where you're going to see the biggest temperature departure, although I think that the mornings are heavily influenced this time of year by any moisture. We get any type of moisture, and you get mornings like what we saw early last week, where it was 60s and 70s, and now on the opposite end, with the lack of moisture, it's down all the way in the 50s. As for today, we will get mid-60s by 9 a.m. By 11, we should be up around 70. So effectively, you look at it and you go, okay, we should be really easily getting to 80. But no, based on the air mass in place, I think it's going to actually only be mid to upper 70s. So at 1 p.m., it's 75, 3 p.m., 76, 5 p.m., 77. That's about it. Absolutely gorgeous day, but again, below average when it comes to the temperature. On the roads this morning, no major types or concerns on the interstate state roads. Only that one incident at Rossiter at Erickson.
The Columbus, Ohio community is continuing to grieve the loss of beloved NHL star Johnny Gaudreau. A suspected drunken driver struck and killed Gaudreau and his brother Matthew while they were riding bikes Thursday night. A makeshift memorial popped up outside Nationwide Arena where the Blue Jackets play. Fans say that the man known as Johnny Hockey was a role model who made people feel like they mattered.
We haven't won here. We've had rough years with a couple exceptions, but you know, every single game that arena's sold out. He'd still go out and give 100% even when the other guys on the team were just skating around.
He's been a really big role model, especially for younger kids.
Johnny's wife Meredith also paid tribute to her late husband on social media Saturday. She called him perfect, thanking him for, quote, the best years of my life. She went on to write that she and their 2 children are going to, quote, going to make you proud. The driver who hit the brothers has been identified as 43-year-old Sean Higgins. He's facing 2 counts of vehicular homicide in the 2nd degree and is being held without bond.
Our time right now is 6:12. Still to come, feeling pressure at the checkout lane. Here in a few weeks, that may start to change. Coming up, where an interest rate cut could happen and what economists say to watch out for.
You're watching Your Day.
Take Dayton 24/7 Now News with you on your smartphone or tablet. Stay connected to breaking news, your first warning weather updates, and on-time traffic. Brought to you by the Jeff Schmidt Auto Group, where your next car could be free.
One day, Monday at Morris Home. Cash in on huge discounts up to 50% off and do it with 0% financing. Plus, free door prizes and free gifts. It's our biggest Labor Day sale ever at Morris Home.
It's been this way for a while now. The same products, the same offerings, year after year after year. It's time for innovation that benefits you. Introducing the Feasel Solar Roof, using sleek, low-profile solar shingles. Installs like a traditional roof, protects from the elements, saves money, and generates clean energy. Power your home with the Feasel Solar Roof. It's time for a change.
When it comes to your cancer diagnosis, the choice for your care is clear.
And when you choose the James at Ohio State,
you're opting for care from a highly specialized team dedicated to treating one type of cancer, yours.
A team that studies the unique makeup of your disease to develop a personalized treatment plan.
You're choosing our region's only comprehensive cancer center designated by the National Cancer Institute.
For your cancer care, the choice is clear. The James at Ohio State.
America, land of opportunity. For Bernie Marino, it's personal. Marino came here at the age of 5. Counted out, he put every last cent into his dream. A small business right here in Ohio. It took off. He raised his family here. It's why Bernie Marino will protect Ohio jobs, lower everyday costs, and keep our communities safe. Bernie Marino, for Ohio. Defend American Jobs is responsible for the content of this ad.
Thursday night, Miami East takes on Northwestern on Lee's Famous Recipes Thursday Night Lights, presented by Cincinnati Toyota Dealers on MyTV Dayton.
Need a new roof, siding, windows, or gutters? From repairs to replacement, Buckeye Home Services will have your home fixed before you know it. Call today for your free estimate. Buckeye Home Services, your first choice for home improvements.
One day, Monday at Morris Home. Cash in on huge discounts up to 50% off and do it with 0% financing. Plus, free door prizes and free gifts. It's our biggest Labor Day sale ever at Morris Home.
Sponsored by the Motorcycle Accident Lawyers at Elk & Elk. Call 1-800-ELK, Ohio.
It's one of the most expensive vehicles in the world, and now Jaguar is issuing a warning that some owners may want to start parking their car outside. Some of its I-Pace all-electric SUVs have a problem with the battery that could cause it to accidentally catch on fire. Now, the company has reached out to 3,000 owners of the vehicles. The company wants drivers to contact their car dealers and get a software update. Vehicle owners should still park and charge their SUVs outside for an additional 30 days once the software is updated. That'll be a temporary fix until a permanent solution is found.
Well, temperatures are going to be mid to upper 70s today, but it's also going to be a bright sunny day. Right for now, I'm guessing there's a thin overcast above, and I'm basing that on two things. Number one, we did have the rain a couple days ago with a settling air mass. There's likely to be some point in this atmosphere that does have at least some humidity still left over, and basically what you get is a very thin overcast that takes maybe 30 minutes or so to break down. Think of it as a higher fog, if you will. Sometimes on mornings like this, you can actually see through the fog layer as you get out the door, and by the time you get to work, you actually get almost some blue skies in the midst. Anyway, the point of it is it's going to be fairly quiet up until Friday. Now, beginning on Friday, we do have this cold front moving in. It does look like this is going to be perhaps a decent rain chance for some of us. This will slowly move out probably by Saturday morning. It should exit out of here, but Saturday and Sunday are going to be much cooler. Think on the order today, even a few degrees cooler than that, especially on in the mornings. Meanwhile, it's comfortable for your Labor Day. If you're going to be outside grilling, boy, that's fantastic weather, mid to upper 70s. Sign me up. As for tonight, 51 degrees. Tomorrow should be on our way to 80. So this is going to be, again, very much so a comfortable one altogether. The rest of the forecast will be in the mid 80s both Wednesday and Thursday. Then for Friday, temperatures will be near 80. Of course, that's your day of rainfall. So that may be dependent on the timing and location of rain. But for the weekend, it's back down into the 70s with a couple of temperatures in the upper 40s. On the roads this morning, it's been relatively quiet out on the highways and interstates. Right for now, it does seem like things are moving smoothly on 70, 75, 6, 75, 35, and 4.
Price pressures continue to ease, a good sign the Federal Reserve could be ready to cut interest rates in just a couple of weeks. Now, inflation is 2.5% year over year, approaching the Fed's 2% target after inflation peaked to a decade's high 7% in June of 2022. The White House is celebrating the news, but acknowledges prices are still too high for most Americans.
We've seen a string of monthly reports now, inflation at 2.5%. That suggests the economy can continue expanding, the employment can continue expanding with low inflation, and that is good news. But the work on lowering costs needs to continue.
The Federal Reserve meets September 17th and 18th. Economists are expecting at least a quarter-point cut.
A new study is showing a NASA space test may be the result in the first human-made meteor shower, and it could last for 100 years. In 2022, NASA's DART spacecraft intentionally slammed into a tiny asteroid to test if it could impact a change in an asteroid's orbit in case it poses a threat to Earth. Scientists estimate the collision generated more than 2 million pounds of rocks and dust. The new research suggests that the fragments will arrive in the vicinity of Earth and Mars within 1 to 3 decades, but there's no need to worry. debris. Scientists say the debris is small and not a risk to Earth.
SpaceX kicked off Labor Day weekend with a pair of launches on the east and west coast early Saturday morning. Now, the first Falcon 9 rocket blasts off from Cape Canaveral in Florida. The rocket carried 21 Starlink satellites to low Earth orbit. Then over an hour later, SpaceX launched another Falcon 9 rocket carrying another 21 Starlink satellites from Vandenberg Space Force Base, California. The rocket was grounded last Wednesday after part of a booster exploded while attempting to land.
Our time now is 6:19. The 99-year-old Ohio woman celebrating achievement 83 years in the making. Coming up on Your Day, the inspiring story of Georgia McGarry teaching us to never give up on our dreams.
You're watching Your Day.
Dupixent can help people with asthma breathe better in as little as 2 weeks. So this is better, even this. Dupixent is an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma that's not for sudden breathing problems. Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Tell your doctor right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Ask your specialist about Dupixent.
Watson's Labor Day sale is going on now. Get end-of-season savings up to 70% off on overstocked, out-of-box, and brand new in-stock outdoor furniture. Plus, interest-free financing until 2026. Only at Watson's.
A system for every home and every budget with Logan Services 55th anniversary sale. Replace your air conditioner and save up to 55% on a qualifying Trane furnace. And take action with financing. 0% APR financing for 72 months. It's hard to stop a Trane. Estimates are free and next day installation is available now. So schedule your appointment online. We're the home of fast, friendly service, Logan Services.
Dayton Met Credit Union is proud to recognize those who are making a difference in our community with our Do Good for Dayton contest. This month's winner is Rachel Bain, who provides free books to underserved and underprivileged children.
Rachel, on behalf of all of us at Dayton Met Credit Union, we thank you for the help you provide to our community, and we're proud to present you with this check for $250 for all the good you do.
Thank you.
Dayton Met Credit Union encourages everyone in our community to do good for Dayton.
Lowe's knows few things are as rewarding as making a great assist. Right, Leo?
Claro que sí.
Cool as a cucumber.
Arby's is full of choices. Quick, you can get your favorite stuff. 3 for $5. Incredible value for a limited time. Reach in and eat whatever you grab. Arby's, we have the meat.
Watson's Labor Day sale is going on now. Right now, save up to $3,500 on spas, swim spas, and Cold Series spas. Plus, interest-free financing until 2026. Only at Watson's.
Good Day Dayton, weekdays at 10 a.m. on ABC 22.
Time for Pet of the Day, and this is a very cute one. Snowball joining us. Robin sent in Snowball here, and boy, I just saw the eyes and went, yep, that's today's Pet of the Day. As for today, temperatures upper 60s giving way to low 70s. A lot of sunshine across the area. Now, I'll make the argument we could see a couple of clouds early on. Again, that's that thin overcast that probably will take maybe an hour or two at the absolute most to really erode and actually become sunny. It is worth pointing out that we do expect temperatures to eventually climb mid to upper 70s under the sun. So it's not that far off the average, but it's definitely on the lower side of what I would consider an average day for this time of year. Either way, a great day to get outside with the pets, whether they're cats, dogs, or well, others as well. On the roads this morning so far, it's been, really quiet. The interstates and state roads are looking okay. Just a reminder, we don't have a lot of the buses outside either, so that's good news. As you head out the door, we won't have to contend with that. And certainly those that do have to work, not many other people are outside.
OpenAI's ChatGPT just launched 2 years ago, but now it has more than 200 million weekly active users. That is double the number it had compared to November of last year. Now, the chatbot has driven AI's popularity, and its valuation keeps rising. Separately, according to Reuters, Apple and NVIDIA are in talks to invest in OpenAI as part of a new fundraising round that would value the company above $100 billion. Well, Microsoft, which is a backer of OpenAI, is also expected to invest in the firm. Dell just posted revenue of $25 billion in the second quarter as it becomes a big player in artificial intelligence. The company is now a top vendor for servers that handle AI workloads. Years ago, Dell was known for its PCs and laptops, and sales of its hardware are now on the decline. Yelp just filed an antitrust lawsuit against Google on the heels of a recent Department of Justice ruling. Yelp is alleging Google created a monopoly in local search by directing users toward its own Google reviews and not others. It's seeking a court order to stop Google from the alleged anti-competitive content. From the NASDAQ market site, I'm Jane King with your Tech Report.
At 99 years young, a woman from Monroe County, right here in Ohio, is celebrating an achievement that eluded her for decades. Last week, she earned her high school diploma. Georgia McGarry had to quit high school in 1944 to help her family during World War II. McGarry worked as a janitor and always wanted to get her high school diploma. Well, that dream became a reality when the Board of Education in the Switzerland of Ohio School District held a special meeting and presented McGarry with her diploma.
I quit high school in 1944 and went to work. Then, in them days, you know, work wasn't plentiful, and I just quit because my family needed it.
Board members also gave her a cap and gown to honor her achievement. The current principal of the school she once attended presented her with the diploma. McGarry says she is truly grateful to her family and friends who made the date possible.
Here's a look at today's poll question. What's the worst job you've ever had? Get your answers in. Coming up at 6:50, we'll share our answers and take a look at what some of you had to say. You can find it on our Facebook page.
Our time now is 6:26. Here's a look over the Miami Valley as we wake up to a warm start on our Labor Day coming up. Nick's got a look at your holiday forecast.
But first, here's Ellie King with America's Deals and Deals.
The following segment is sponsored by Naki.
Hi, guys. We know studies have shown that doing any type of art, whether it be coloring or painting, is known to relieve stress and even help with depression. So right here, I have a great set of grabby acrylic paint markers. Let your creative flow, let yourself de-stress with using these great acrylic markers. You're getting a pack of 28 shades. They're highly pigmented, water-based, quick drying. They're blendable, and they work on several different surfaces. I've got some here on glass, but I used them on wood on my picture frame. My kids were even decorating rocks from outside. So it works on just about everything. It also comes with this great drawing pad. And when you guys make a purchase of grabby acrylic markers, you're also going to help someone else in need. Because when you make your purchase, you're going to give some art supplies to someone else who's on their own mental health journey. So it's a win-win situation. And right now, we're offering 35% off of these grabby acrylic markers. So head to asadeals.com for this exclusive offer and enjoy being creative.
Full Measure Season 10.
In Poland with U.S. troops, part of a live fire exercise 40 miles from the Russian border.
Premieres September 8th on ABC 22.
When you need inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices with savings beyond low prices. Savings like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. More savings and more inspiring flavors make Kroger worth it every time.
It's your thing. Do what you want to do.
Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Ryan, Vanna, Wheel of Fortune. Where can you finally see a first look behind the scenes of the new Wheel set?
Let me show you. It's like a magic wand.
Tomorrow morning.
It's Wheel of Fortune. How can you not be happy?
Ginger's right there on
Good Morning America.
Next, Kelly. Anya Taylor
Hemsworth. All about their new film, Furiosa. You did a good job of making a total sociopath.
I could lean into which felt familiar.
Today at 4 on ABC 22.
Football season already and not a satellite dish in sight.
I hardly recognize the roofs I grew up on.
Enough squawking.
Oh, great.
Coach Brian, y'all are whining while everyone else is watching nonstop football on DirecTV. Tell me, whose house is this?
Their house?
I think they're renting.
Listen. I know they get easy access to all this football, but you know what you got?
What, Coach?
A crumb bum attitude.
Stream football without a satellite dish.
Now drop and give me 20.
20 what?
Get an 11% rebate on your next painting project at Menards. Dutch Boy DuraClean Exterior Paint is a paint and primer in one that's formulated to resist dirt, weather, and fading. A gallon starts at $34.48 after rebate. Maximize your curb appeal with Dutch Boy Max Bond Plus Exterior Paint. It provides max adhesion, hide, and performance. With over 800 one-coat colors, it's designed to work for you. Get a gallon starting at $47.87 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
The first time I experienced vertigo, the room was spinning, like I was in a clothes dryer. Then I started taking LipoBalance support. Its ingredients are clinically shown to help reduce dizziness and spinning. Take back control with lipoflavonoid.
Did you know your tires have an expiration date? Regardless of tread wear, at Carroll Works, we inspect your tires for signs of age that can lead to failure. Do you know when your tires were born? Give us a call or visit us online today.
Good morning. I'm Nathan Edwards.
And I'm Elena Brown. Alex is off today. Here are 3 quick stories to get your day started. Today, Cincinnati fans were treated to a drone show over Paycor Stadium yesterday. Now that we are just 1 week away from the first regular season game, the team is asking everyone to wear orange for Sunday's game against the Patriots.
Yeah, football season's almost here. You love to see it, and Bengals fans are pretty pumped with Joe Burrow back in action, so it should be fun.
Yeah, I mean, why not be pumped? At least they're not Browns fans.
Hey, okay, now that is cold. That is real cold. Rumors have been circulating for weeks on who will play Britney Spears in the upcoming biopic based off her book, The Woman in Me, and Emma Roberts is weighing in after her name's been suggested to play the Princess of Pop, saying that while it's currently just a rumor, that it would be a dream come true.
How do you feel about this?
I'm toxic. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, like, Britney Spears over the last couple of years has kind of been, like, exhausting. Her story.
Leave her alone.
I'm not coming for her. I'm just saying her story's exhausting.
Okay.
Knife wielding, dancing. I mean,
Watch yourself.
She needs help. Okay.
I'm ready. Fast food chain Wendy's is reportedly released.
Would you stop SpongeBob? I was doing Squidward, but it's pretty bad.
I mean, it's way better than my impression, so, I mean, who cares?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Wendy's is releasing their own form of the Krabby Patty.
I'll take a Frosty.
I'm gonna look up. Well, actually, I just probably wouldn't eat this, but you remember the episode where Squidward is like, I'll never eat a Krabby Patty, and then his hips are like this big.
Yeah, he loves it.
That's my favorite.
I'll never eat a Krabby Patty.
And then starts to, you like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward?
Love it.
Oh, I love that show.
Here's a live look from Kettering this morning. They're gearing up for the holiday at home celebration and parade for Labor Day, and looks like they're getting ready to block off some of the roads there.
Yeah, they are, and we're sure many of you are looking to get a head start on your holiday activities if you haven't been already all weekend. So let's go ahead and send things over to meteorologist.
That's my theme music. There it is, that little chime. As for this morning, temperatures mid to upper 50s to low 60s. Frankly, this is a period of below average temperatures, not just for the mornings, but into the afternoon. Holiday at home, that is going on here in the next 90 minutes. I believe they start the 5K, and then at 9 a.m. they actually start some of the festivities as well. I believe that is when the parade kicks off. By 1 p.m. should be in the mid 70s, and 5 p.m. as it closes things down, upper 70s. It's going to be a gorgeous overall day for getting outside. I will say this, it's going to be that dry type of weather. So not only is it going to be mild in terms of temperatures, but basically with any type of a breeze, it's going to feel rather refreshing. Plus, of course, with the breeze, least get to smell what the neighbor's cooking, and hopefully they invite you over to their barbecue. Now, if you are traveling to the neighbor, a couple things to note. Number one, we're going to have some traffic moving through the area that's probably not as familiar with contraflow lanes. As always, right when those do occur, give yourself a little bit of extra space. You'll probably see someone making an abrupt lane shift because they don't understand how that works. But also of note, the morning commute is going to be a lot quieter due to the lack of vehicles trying to get to work.
In Pennsylvania, one person was killed in a massive street brawl shooting early Sunday. You're taking a look at the scene now. Multiple police departments around Clairton near Pittsburgh responded to a chaotic scene where they found a large amount of people in the street fighting. Multiple shots were heard around the same time. One man who was shot reportedly tried to leave the scene but crashed his vehicle. He later died. Two other men were hurt. One was shot in the arm and the other in the leg. Police say a suspect is now in custody.
Now we head down to Texas, where at least 8 people at the Kendall County Fair went to the hospital after some bleachers collapsed. Authorities say the incident happened during a rodeo Saturday night. Witnesses say the bleachers were full of people when the seats collapsed, causing many to fall to the ground. Multiple people jumped in to help hold up the bleachers while others got to safety. The fair was shut down for the rest of the night. Authorities set up crime tape around the bleachers. Officials conducted safety inspections of the rodeo grounds yesterday before opening the fair back up.
And we're heading back up north, where a 14-year-old boy was killed in a shooting outside the Michigan State Fair. Police in Novi say that the shooting happened near the fairgrounds Saturday night. Another teen was also shot in the leg. Authorities say the shooting intentionally targeted the teens. No word of any suspects or arrests.
And over in the West Coast, a small plane crashed into a neighborhood in Northwest Oregon on Saturday. The plane hit a residential building with multiple townhomes. It happened in the city of Fairview, about 15 miles east of Portland. Here's a look at some of the damage left behind. Authorities say as the plane was landing, it hit a power pole before it crashed into the building and erupted into flames. Searchers say 2 people on the plane and 1 person on the ground are missing. The crash damaged several townhomes, leaving 5 families without immediate shelter. The National Transportation Safety Board and the Federal Aviation Administration are investigating the crash.
Now back home in the Buckeye State, traffic on Interstate 71 was turning heads over the weekend as flashy cars cruised through the Queen City.
It was all for a good cause, taking kids that are fighting cancer on a sweet ride. Katie Amrhein with our Cincinnati sister station joins us now with a closer look at that special day that had them feeling revved up.
What did you like about going on the cars?
The noise. When they revved it and stuff.
12 kids battling cancer got the ride of a lifetime, and it's all thanks to the Driven Project.
I feel great. That's I just feel great. Great.
In its 4th year, the organization pairs kids with drivers to take a lap around Cincinnati in high-end rides like Lamborghinis, Ferraris, and Porsches.
And we'll let them hop in the driver's seat and rev it up. You can probably imagine it's like a giant Hot Wheels. It's something that only exists in movies and fantasies or online for them. And so hopefully they get to just live their dreams here.
Kids like Alex also got to throw some footballs with Bengals players and deliver the match ball at the FC Cincinnati game.
It was great. I love going to Paycor Stadium and going out to see the FC soccer game, riding these fancy cars.
Morgan Schroth's son Graham is in remission from leukemia. She says she's grateful for the Driven Project because her son would have never experienced this thrill.
There's so many things that the city does to support our children, and they've been through a lot, and they deserve to be recognized and honored for their courage and their strength and all that they've been through.
Our time now is 6:37. Don't forget, you can get your headlines scrolling at the bottom of the screen.
And your weather on the side of your screen all morning long, even during commercials.
The Reds had a tough August, but could the new month bring new fortunes? Matt Digby breaks down how they fared against the Brewers next.
You're watching Your Day.
MyTV Dayton is your local home of the Fever. The Fever is at home to take on the Los Angeles Sparks Wednesday at 7. Don't miss this historic Fever season on MyTV Dayton.
Catch the Fever right here.
It's Watson's Labor Day sale. Right now, save an additional $500 to $1,500 off all above-ground pool packages and up to $2,500 off all floor model pools. Plus, interest-free financing until 2026. only at Watson's.
Summer won't last forever, but during Toyota's national sales event, you can make memories that will.
Come on. There you go.
Where's my mom? Just be in the moment.
Get an adventurous new 24 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid with 4.99 APR financing, or lease a gas-powered RAV4 for $339 a month with 2 years no-cost maintenance. Toyota, let's go places.
Lowe's knows it's easier to make the right calls when you have the right team. McCaffrey with a tough call.
You can't go wrong.
This is a big call, Christian. Big call, biggest call of your life. Wood or tile finish. Which one you gonna do? This could make or break the whole kitchen. Call a timeout, Christian.
London Sky.
You sure?
He's sure.
Get the man some London Sky.
And a decisive win with the Lowe's app. In-store, online, our Lowe's team has you covered.
Life, diabetes, there's no slowing down. Each day is a unique blend of people to see and things to do. That's why you choose Glucerna to help manage blood sugar response. Uniquely designed with Carb Steady. Glucerna, bring on the day.
Hey homeowners, are you tired of your outdated bathroom? It's time for a change, and Bathmasters is here to make it happen. Celebrating a decade of excellence with our new branding, starring our lovable mascot, Oscar the Outer. And to mark this special occasion, we're giving you an incredible gift, up to $2,000 off your bathroom remodeling project. Yes, you heard it right, up to $2,000 off. Our commitment to excellence remains the same, but now with an utterly amazing touch. Don't wait, visit our showroom or call us today.
Bernie Marino is looking out for Ohio, supporting energy independence, not government mandates that kill Ohio manufacturing jobs. Marino is looking out for seniors, protecting Social Security from cuts, and stopping illegal immigrants from taking Ohio's tax dollars. A businessman and devoted father of 4, Bernie Marino will keep our families and communities safe. Bernie Marino, looking out for us, for Ohio. Defend American jobs is responsible for the content of this ad.
Watson's Labor Day sale is going on now. Right now, save up to $3,500 on spas, swim spas, and Cold Series spas. Plus, interest-free financing until 2026. Only at Watson's.
The Dayton 24/7 Now News app, brought to you by the Jeff Schmidt Auto Group.
Weather Window, presented by the National Weather Desk.
These clouds, storms, and multiple rain shafts were spotted over Birmingham, Alabama during a recent afternoon flight back to the area. And look closely at this sunset time lapse and the halo that seems to follow the light. Halos form in the presence of thin cirrus clouds when sun or moonlight refracts off ice crystals in those clouds.
Want to see your weather photos and videos on TV? Click Chime In on this station's website to share.
Good morning, I'm Matt Digby. This is the Bob's Discount Furniture Sports Desk. There are only so many ways to say that August was not the best of months for the Reds, but they were hoping that with a new month comes new fortunes. That included the chance to avoid being swept at home by the Milwaukee Brewers. Brandon Williamson starting on the mound Sunday for the Reds. He pitched 2 scoreless innings. In the bottom of the second, very first pitch to Jake Fraley, deep to right field. Goodbye. Reds add a second run to go up 2-0. In the middle innings, the Brewers do get back into the game. Top of the fourth, Willie Adames fly ball to center, nearly caught at the wall, but the solo home run ties the game at 2-2. And then in the 5th inning, that momentum continues. Bryce Terang, ground ball up the middle, squeezes its way into the outfield. A run scores. Milwaukee takes its first lead of the day at 3-2. However, bottom of the 5th, the Reds answered. TJ Friedel with a fly ball to right field. It's caught. Jonathan India will tag from third and beat the throw home. That ties the game at 3-3, and this game would stay 3-3 going to the 11th inning with a runner on third. Santiago Espinal, hard hit up the middle. No play as Reese Hines scores the winning run. Reds win 4-3 the final to avoid the sweep.
We always play the Brewers like this. You know, it's always one-run games, close games till the 7th, 8th. You know, I'm glad for our team that we got a win today against something like that. That's a big win for just going forward and finishing strong. And you know, our whole goal is to finish over 500 and just go into the offseason with with our heads held high.
And the Dayton Dragons finishing their final home series of the regular season, and they're able to win 7-2 over West Michigan Sunday to split the 6-game series. 4 runs in the second inning setting the tone, and they would keep the Whitecaps from getting back into the game. So the Dragons are in a great position for a playoff spot. They just need one more win this coming week, and they're in. They have 6 chances to get that one win at the Great Lakes Loons starting today. That's a look at sports. I'm Matt Digby.
Our time right now is 6:43.
Still to come this morning, taking a live look at our poll question. We're asking you, what's the worst job that you've ever had? Make sure you chime in your questions right now. We'll take a look at what some of you had to say.
You're watching Your Day.
Look out, 'cause here I come.
Have you always had trouble losing weight and keeping it off? Same.
Discover the power of Wegovy.
And I'm marching on to the beat I drum.
With Wegovy, I lost 35 pounds. And some lost over 46 pounds.
Wegovy.
And I'm keeping the weight off.
Wegovy helps you lose weight and keep it off.
I'm reducing my risk.
Wegovy is the only FDA-approved weight management medicine that's proven to reduce risk of major cardiovascular events in adults with known heart disease and with either obesity or overweight.
Wegovy shouldn't be used with semaglutide or GLP-1 medicines. Don't take Wegovy if you or your family had medullary thyroid cancer, multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if allergic to it. Stop Wegovy and get medical help right away if you get a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or an allergic reaction. Serious side effects may happen, including pancreatitis and gallbladder problems. Wegovy may cause low blood sugar in people with diabetes, especially if you take medicines to treat diabetes. Tell your provider about vision problems or changes, or if you feel your heart racing while at rest. Depression or thoughts of suicide may occur. Call your provider right away if you have any mental changes. Common side effects like nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea may lead to dehydration, which may cause kidney problems.
With Wegovy,
I'm losing weight.
I'm keeping it off.
And I'm lowering my CV risk.
That's the power of Wegovy.
Check your cost and coverage before talking to your healthcare professional about Wegovy.
In this morning's GMA First Look, stranded cruise goers. The advertised 3.5-year Villa V Odyssey cruise, now 3 months past its original launch date, undergoing maintenance in Northern Ireland and stranding some passengers there in the process.
It's cold, it's windy, it's damp, it usually rains, but it's what I have to endure if I'm going to do this.
Holly Hennessy is stuck in Belfast traveling with her cat. She is allowed on the ship during the day, but at night she has to stay in a hotel room.
I've moved 5 times, different accommodations, and all my accommodations until this last one were in the city center. It's been a very welcoming community.
Coming up at 7 a.m., what the CEO is now saying about when the ship will finally depart. With your GMA First Look, I'm Trevor Alt, ABC News, New York.
Worried you'll laugh so hard you'll leak? Well, Always Discreet can hold your biggest gushes with up to 0 leaks and odor. So you're not just dry, you're laugh until you cry dry. We've got you Always Discreet.
The first time you try Bounce, it hits you. Your laundry feels way fresher and less wrinkled. You start to wonder, if I put a sheet of Bounce on my boss, will it make his wrinkles smoother? Bounce can't do it all. But for better laundry, put a sheet on it with Bounce.
Stay ahead of your moderate to severe eczema and show off clearer skin and less itch with Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists that helps heal your skin from within. Serious allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Tell your doctor about new or worsening eye problems such as eye pain or vision changes, including blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines without talking to your doctor. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
My back pain was excruciating even after I had the spinal fusion done. And I let it go on, and it went on for 10 or 12 years. I had been in pain for so long, and I just thought I would live my life that way until I died. I really didn't think there could be any help. I certainly wasn't thinking about having another surgery. Dr. Polking got me to a better life. A better life.
Time to do some weather where, of course, we are waking up to some clouds across the Beaver Creek area. Frankly, this is one of those mornings where there's not too much in the way of heavy-duty weather. In fact, I would dare say it's going to be one of the quietest periods upcoming, with the exception of maybe Friday. Of course, this is also off the heels of a couple of days this weekend where we did have not only rain, but a pretty drastic cool down. Don't forget, it was, I believe, Friday or maybe it was Thursday where we hit 98 degrees. It was incredible. We haven't hit 98, I think, in a better part of a decade plus. So that was certainly an interesting little period over the weekend. Now, all that being said, we are going to see at least another chance of rain as we get towards the tail end of Friday. It'll be interesting to see the drought monitor update. At the end of August, Greene County, and especially for the south central part of Ohio, was under a serious drought. Now that we've gotten a little bit of rain, I would expect there to be somewhat lessening, and optimistically, if we get a good batch of rain on Friday, and I'm not talking about just one thunderstorm, what I really want is almost like what we saw on Saturday, where it's just periods of steady rain ongoing. That would be an ideal setup, but of course, we'll watch that as we get closer for Friday. In the meantime, it is mid to upper 70s for today. It's nowhere near as hot as it has been. It'll be in the 50s overnight, so actually it gets somewhat chilly for tomorrow morning, especially if you're not a fan of the cooler temperatures. The rest of the forecast, 70s and 80s. We will have temperatures in the 70s as well for the weekend. But again, your lone rain chance and a big rain chance of that Friday. On the roads this morning, it is a quiet morning commute thus far. No types or concerns at this stage. Everything seems to be moving smoothly as you head out the door.
All right, it's time to talk about work today.
Yeah, it's Labor Day, right?
Yeah, so Nick, what is our poll question today?
In honor of Labor Day, what's your worst job that you've ever had? I mean, that's a perfectly Labor Day-ish question, if you ask so myself.
That's true, man. We're adding a little spice to the morning here. If I had to say so myself, I do not have any workplaces that I've really hated over time, but I have had jobs within those workplaces I could not stand. One of those being, so like I had to go into a drained out swimming pool with a screwdriver and clean the caulk out of the cracks of the swimming pool. It took a whole week, me and another guy, and it's because they had to recaulk the swimming pool. So we just had to jam it with the screwdriver until it came out.
Terrible.
It was awful.
I don't have any that are like particularly like grueling jobs, but I waitressed for probably close to 7 years, and just dealing with drunk people or people that wanted a free meal. And I had one boss who stole tips off the tables. So if you ever see this, you know who you are.
Don't be that person. That is A, illegal, and B, come on, really? Now, I'll point out, I have not had a lot of like service jobs, but the one that I did have, I was in Daytona Beach. We were open late nights, and I saw so many drunk shenanigans. And at a certain point, you just look and you go, people, learn how to behave in public. But obviously, you know, we've all had jobs that have been bad. The one that comes to mind, just thought of this, my mom paid me to rip up her floor once, but you know, the floor scraper thing, she didn't want to buy that up until it took me 3 days using a hammer and a chisel to break up tile. I was taking, like, one tile took a half hour because it's chip, 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 gotta knock it all out.
Another bad one, I was thinking about home improvement style. I had to take down the wallpaper at a senior citizen center.
Oh, on top of the roof?
No.
I mean, on top of the ceiling?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, awful. Man, my aunt's house had that. Took forever.
It was miserable.
Yeah.
Anyways, our time right now is 6:52, the Ohio Ren Fest. Kicking off its 35th season this weekend. How it's impacting holiday travel next.
You're watching Your Day.
Sponsored by the medical malpractice lawyers at Elk & Elk. Call 1-800-ELK-OHIO. For more than 40 years, All Seal has installed quality windows, doors, awnings, siding, and patio rooms. Visit one of their showrooms to discover why thousands of customers chose All Seal for the best products at competitive prices.
All Seal Home Improvement, your seal of quality.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider. So switch to Spectrum and get a powerful network that connects nearly 500 million devices.
Get Spectrum Internet starting at $29.99 a month with 99.9% network reliability and get free advanced Wi-Fi, free modem, and one free line of unlimited mobile. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee. Call 1-855-574-4687 or scan to call.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming with the most reliable internet speeds. Get a powerful network that millions of customers rely on. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too.
Switch to Spectrum Internet starting at $29.99 a month with free advanced Wi-Fi, free modem, and one free line of unlimited mobile. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee. Call 1-855-574-4687.
Call now.
Summer won't last forever, but during Toyota's national sales event, you can make memories that will.
Come on. There you go.
Where's my mom? Just be in the moment.
Get an adventurous new 24 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid with 4.99 APR financing, or lease a gas-powered RAV4 for $339 a month with 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Toyota, let's go places. Here's the straight talk about Dayton 24/7 Now and our exclusive Code Red weather alerts. Only we're preparing you days ahead of potentially dangerous storms on all screens and your favorite apps.
We're likely going to see some active weather making its way in, and that's why we have a Code Red weather alert.
Because when it comes to severe weather, we've seen what Mother Nature can dish out. And if that giant weather maker will shrink in intensity, we'll tell you. Because being honest and calm is our game. Choose help, not hide. Choose Dayton 24/7 Now.
Thank you, All Seal, for providing a wide product selection of windows, doors, awnings, siding, and patio rooms at competitive prices. The installation process was seamless, and I love my updated home.
Call today or visit one of our showrooms. All Seal, quality driven, veteran run.
Can we please get an ambulance? We got multiple people shot. Right here on Gettysburg. I don't know the address. It's on Gettysburg. This man has been shot. Please call the police. Please hurry up.
You just heard the 911 call from a shooting Sunday morning in Dayton. Officers were called around 5:30 here at the 1100 block of North Gettysburg Avenue. Now, the sergeant on duty said 4 people showed up in Miami Valley Hospital with injuries, and according to dispatch, they drove themselves to the hospital. They extended those injuries, how they were hurt, and if a suspect's in custody is still unknown. As soon as we learn anything new, we'll update you both on air and online at Dayton247now.com.
Police are now investigating a robbery at a McDonald's in Xenia. It happened Saturday night on North Detroit Street. Authorities say the suspect was armed with a gun and demanded that employees open the safe. When employees couldn't get it open, the suspect ran. With the help of Greene County SWAT, all suspects are now in custody. Charges are expected to be filed tomorrow.
Centerville Police Department warning. Traffic on Main Street near Benham's Grove is going to look a little different this week. All northbound travel is being directed to the center lane to install a gas line in the lanes and resurface the road. This will start tomorrow and continue through Thursday.
September is National Preparedness Month. The Ohio Emergency Management Agency says it's a great time to take a minute and make sure you're ready for severe weather, natural disasters, and other hazards. The agency recommends building an emergency kit or updating the one you have, know where to get emergency communications, have a plan if power goes out, and be aware of any potential risk in your area.
The Troll Pub in Dayton's ready to kick off the Bengals season Thursday from 7 to 10 p.m. There's going to be a special happy hour. During Open and Orange, you can buy the orange shirt. All proceeds will go to Free Store Food Bank. You can even enter to win 2 Miller Lite Party Deck tickets for Cincinnati's home opener on the 8th. And more, you can find out on their Facebook page. The Ohio Renaissance Festival is kicking off their 35th year here in the Buckeye State. They're continuing to celebrate their opening weekend in Waynesville today.
Thousands will be attending the festival, but it's raising some concerns about traffic in the area. Kasha Hancock joins us now with more.
73 is closed, and although Renaissance Park is right on that state route, it still didn't stop people from coming out to enjoy some Labor Day fun. For 35 years, the Ohio Renaissance Festival has been a special event that brought people all over the state together to have fun. This year's festival includes activities all ages can participate in and enjoy, like live jousting shows, comedy shows, and musical performances, along with vendor shops and tons of different food. Cheryl Buckholz of Renaissance Park says seeing all the families have fun during the event is fulfilling and motivation for the park to keep this festival going.
It's always so much fun and makes it feel worth all of the chaos of prepping to open when you see those families come through the gate, especially with the little ones who, when they see the Queen for the first time, it's like seeing Mickey Mouse at Disney World.
Since this event brings out thousands of people, it's highly suggested that if you do plan on coming out for Labor Day, to get on the road as early as possible. Back to you.
The Columbus, Ohio community is continuing to grieve the loss of beloved NHL